Ready to Love season 3 episodes. Girl, I've been sitting here in this dark for about half of an hour and looking out the window because I just can't believe what I just saw on Ready to Love. Girl, Rashid and Alex. Rashid is a love magnet. Girl, I like it. But I feel bad that I like it. Rashid and Alex went out on a date, and I was like, no, yes, I love it, but no, I like it for Adriana. Girl, oh my lord, Rashid and Alex, I like it. Oh, you know what that means? Next week, Brian is gonna go home and Denise is gonna go home next week. Watch, because next week is one guy and one woman is gonna go, and it's gonna be. Ooh, wait a minute, but Alex and Rashid and Simone and Rashid and Adriana and Rashid, girl, this is gonna be messy. This is gonna be messy. Wait a minute now. Make sure you watch my Ready to Love live review. Okay, I just uploaded. Make sure you catch that. Girl, wait a minute. Okay, so Rashid and Adriana, but Adriana is all hugged up under the big black stallion, aka Kalfani. Denise is mad because Kalfani is laid up under Rashida. You know, she almost got sent. She almost got. I figured Naya was gonna get sent home. Next week, Denise is gonna be sent home because nobody's speaking up for her. Okay, Kalfani is with Adriana. Anthony is gonna be with Winter. Next week, Winter's gonna be saying, "Oh, she's not fighting." I don't know what Winter's problem is. Okay, first, I just can't with her. But I really like Rashid and Alex date and how she was able to open up to him because you know Mr. Gift of Gab, Mr. Shallow, Mr. Brian, you know, with the 3-year-old, but allegedly, girl, allegedly, Kalfani has a 2-year-old too, and I wonder why is he on the resort and he has a baby at home on Similac. Okay, at least Brian baby's eating mashed potatoes. Kalfani have a baby on Similac and in diapers. Okay, at least Brian's baby's eating mashed potato and in a pull up. And Rashid went out on a date. He's cool with Adriana, you know, exploring and going through the process. Simone asked him out for a date. I'm gonna talk about that because I thought they had a very beautiful moment. Even though I don't like Simone cutting him off. Simone, what's wrong with your mouth? Stop cutting the man off and let him talk. But I don't like them together. I don't. I don't think they're a good match. Simone need like a Simone needs somebody older, mature, but Simone, she might not get her no husband because you know she don't have no control over her lips. Okay, and you know what they say about loose lips, Simone. Loose lips sink ships, and you have to learn to control your tongue. Okay, even with Rashid opening up and talking to you, cutting him off. I didn't like that smile. I didn't like that's a lawyer in you, girl. You gotta learn. You gotta leave the lawyer at the courthouse. Lock her up. Lock that heifer up there. Leave her at the courthouse till Monday morning. Okay. Rashid went out with Alex, and I really like that she was able to open up to him because you know Mr. Brian with the baby mama and the baby on the way, girl. I forgot he got another baby on the way. We don't know who this baby mama is, girl, because you know they said Fatisha was pregnant too, girl. And they went on a date, and she opened up to him. He listened. I really like Rashid. Like if I was single, he is somebody I would. The only thing I don't like about Rashid is and maybe because he works in luxury car, he's like a keeping up with the Joneses with the fashions and stuff. And I don't like that, girl. You know, because you know I'm all about my coins, saving my money. Okay, I shop clearance. I don't like that about him, but he's a love man. Oh my god, I like Rashid and Alex, but I feel so bad and guilty because I like Rashid for Adriana, but she's all the way over here hugged up with Big Black Stallion, and I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do in my emotions, girl? This is too much for my spirit. I don't know if I can take this. Is too much. It's too much love, girl. Too much love. Wait a minute now. Lord, I feel so bad. I feel so guilty. Jesus. I like Rashid and Alex too. Brian is gonna go home next week. Brian, because Winter went out with him and he was like, oh, he's so shallow. I'm gonna do a video on him, girl, and I'm gonna do it from the book, my book, girl, because he is just, oh, he's so disgusting. Why is he on the show, girl? I don't know. Oh, girl. Brian at all. Even when on the date with Winter and Kalfani and Adriana, and Kalfani was saying to Adriana what he liked, and he went deep. This no good piece of crap with the baby on the way, with baby daddy that can't keep the dinger, can't protect your investment. You're too old to be having all these kids all over the place. You know, when they're 19 and 20, you kind of they didn't know no better. Somebody needs to see, but you're 35 with 2 babies, child, in the last 3 years, okay? And he was like, well, I like that your thickums and the c'est la vie. And Winter was like, well, he didn't say anything deep about me. Like, he is shallow. Girl, Winter said she was pretending. I would have been pretending too, girl, because you you're all the way out there in the water. You don't want to say nothing mean, so he might throw you overboard, girl. So you just hugged up on him, girl, until you get off land and then you run for your life, girl. Run. Rashid and Alex. I like it. Do y'all like Rashid and Alex? I really like Rashid. Now, when Rashid went out with Simone, he also said Adriana is still his number 1, but Simone is climbing the charts. And but that's good because she is putting pressure on him. But he said this, he is also still a free agent. That Adrienne is gonna miss out on a good man, child. She gonna let Alex come right up underneath her and take that good man away from her. Girl, I just feel so guilty. Do y'all feel guilty? Like I need to go wash or something. I need to go get me some anointing oil and do it myself because I just cannot believe how I really like Rashid and Alex. How I really like their date and how easy it was for her to talk to him and open up. And of course, in the man cave, when Tommy asked Brian, did you know? I'm thinking that Tommy probably talked to the ladies before, because how come Tommy knew to ask Brian, did you know that? And I love what Rashid said. He said, her mother had an accident and the father is the caretaker, and Alex is looking for a man, the type. Okay, go on over to Amazon and pick up my book. Alex is looking for a type of man that is like her father. And Rashid is like, okay, I am that type. Well, he didn't say that. And Tommy turned to Brian and said, did you know that about her? That the story about the mother? And he was like, no, I didn't, with his fake beard. And Tommy's like, are you listening? Are you really listening? Okay, because he don't listen. He's very shallow, because even when she was opening up and when Alex was opening up and sharing with Brian about, how she's still not being vulnerable. She still has her walls up. And she says she was abused in a domestic violence relationship, and he was like, for how long? And she was like, for 3 years. And she was trying to get deep, and then he said something real stupid and cut her off, and she's looking at him like he's not even listening, like he's not really listening, paying attention to what she is saying. He totally dismissed what she was saying, and right then and there she said, well, he doesn't listen. Okay. And even Tommy was like, man, listen, you have to listen. You can hear a whole lot, but you're not listening. I share how me and my husband, we have this huge decision to make. It's a life-changing decision that me and him have to make. And he took the baby out the other day, and he came home and the baby was upstairs doing the Lego, and I was sitting right here, he was sitting here, and we just sat down and had a real deep conversation, and I said something to him. I don't remember what I said, but he was like, I never thought about it that way before. And I'm looking at him and I'm thinking like, but I emailed that to you. Okay. But it was just like, it was such a deep moment between me and him, and I was saying how I miss that. I miss our date times. I miss our alone time because it's COVID. And with COVID, you can't really go nowhere, and we don't want to leave our kids, but ever so often when we get 2 minutes to just steal away and be away. And how important it is to listen and hear. And our marriage counsel, we believe in continual counsel. He said, listen. Some people listen to answer the question, right? My husband is in marketing, so he's always trying to answer questions, solving the questions. The marriage counsel was like, no, no, no. Don't listen to answer. Listen to hear. And Dr. Nicole on Put a Ring on It also said, listen to what the person is saying. Don't listen to what you want to hear, but listen and hear what the person is. I just love, and I love what Thomas said, that this you could hear a lot, but are you really, really listening? And I'm so glad that Adriana was able to identify that Brian is dismissive and he doesn't listen, he doesn't hear, because she got really deep. And what did he just kind of dismiss it? So I think Brian's going to go home next week. And I also think Denise is going to go home next week, because now Winter is all about Anthony. And Winter would be stupid to send Anthony home because nobody else is feeling her other than Jay. And Jay's not paying her no attention. And Edwin allegedly made her cry. But they're saying that's not what happened. And Edwin don't want to have kids. Girl, I don't know. But anyways, back to Rashid and Alex. I love it. I love it. I just feel bad, though. I feel so dirty. And I just feel guilty that I like Alex and Rashid. But I love Adriana and Rashid. And I just feel like Adriana is making a mistake with Califon. But anyways, girl, we'll see. Let me know what you think. Do y'all love Rashid and Alex too? Simone, I thought the date was cute. They were cute. It was romantic. But I just don't think... I think they would be in competition with each other. I just don't think they're a good match. But Alex and Rashid, Adriana and Rashid. I love it. I love it. I love it, girl. All right, let me know. Remember, my books are available on Amazon, Twitter, Tesla, you me on social media, and in Christ I am, and The Naked Wife. Choose right so you do not end up becoming the naked wife. Okay, girl, I love you. I love you. I love you. Let me know what you think about this, okay? Love you. Bye. Bye.